Okay, try this again. I just got through this whole video and messed it up at the end. So first things first, we're gonna show right now one-on-ones. We're gonna show basically where we can do, she does a technique, I do a technique. Could be the same technique, could be a different technique, but it's gonna give us both an opportunity to pretty much stay working majority of the time. One thing her and I were talking about yesterday evening, and I think it's a great opportunity, and I'll voice it in this video if you would, is a lot of times, and my experience in academies I've been to and being around a lot of people, there's always that joke about, let's just roll, bro. Like they don't really do a lot of drilling. People say, well, where I'm from, someone will show a technique, the guys will do it 3 or 4 times, people sit around, and then, okay, let's go get our mouthpieces or get your stuff. Let's drill, let's train. So I think with the situation going on now with a lot of people at home, those of you that are fortunate enough to have somebody to actually be drilling with at home or working with at home, I think it's a great opportunity to really focus on some numbers, on drilling, on getting that love of drilling going. Maybe you had it before like us, late blue and early purple for her and I, we drilled all the time together. We drilled a lot. And it goes away a little bit. So this may be a great opportunity for you to really build an appreciation for the first time or rekindle a flame for drilling that you may have had years ago. And I encourage you, do numbers. Try to do numbers. Try to tell yourself one more. Okay, one more. Let me do that again. One more time. Let's do that again. And really in this time, try to build your drilling. Try to build your drilling up. Try to build that development of your brain and just getting these techniques in memorized and sharp. And that way, when you do get back on the mats and you start rolling again, it's going to be something you're going to come in a sharper, a more tactical person. Okay, so first one we're going to show, very simple, very black and white. I'm not going to detail these techniques. I'm going under the assumption that you probably know these techniques. If you don't, we're happy to show you, or chances are the person you're training with knows them enough to show you. So first one we're gonna do is a basic umpa to a closed guard type sweep. Now that can be a scissor sweep, that could be a flower sweep, that could be a pendulum sweep, that could be a hip bump sweep. It doesn't matter as long as the person that's playing closed guard sweeps the person and ends back in mounted position, in which then I can umpa again. And then when she gets her closed guard, she can do a different sweep or the same sweep. But we'll show that right now. So I'm down, she's mounted, she's high. I go and use my umpa technique. Closed guard. Now it is her turn to go. Now I'm mounted again. My opportunity. Now it's her turn to go. Then I would go again. Okay, next one, very simple. But I want you to really focus on the details of this. I want you to really focus on correct frames. Even this, when you put these frames, when we show these frames, people get like, okay, my hand's here. Cashinho has wrist locked me more times for doing this late late frame right here, this lazy frame pushing off. I want you to be mindful when you make this frame, the hand should be over the shoulder. You need to make it on the neck, elbows in tight, frame on the hip. Your feet, not out here. This is not real. Your feet need to be loaded by your bum. When I push up, space is made on the way down. So I drop down. As I'm going down, I switch like you thread the needle in class. Underhooking, getting to my knees. I'm angled. I'm not straight in front of her. I'm on the side of her. I grab, then ankle back here and the knee here. I drive in. Going to side control. She immediately makes correct frames. Now it's her turn. Now it would be my turn. And so on. Be mindful of your space in your home, but this is a technique that's really basic, really, really important that you have a good understanding of this. Okay, the next one is a one-on-one. We're using the same technique, both of us. This is one of my favorite sweeps in jiu-jitsu. It's called a tripod sweep, okay? If anyone has trained with me before, chances are I've shown this with you or drilled this with you or talked about this with you. This tripod sweep we can take it to a leg drag. And if you want to go even further and expand, just like she showed in some videos, that we did the leg drag, then you do the hip split, knee to the floor, chase the chair sit, chase the bow and arrow. But in this case, I'm gonna go tripod to leg drag, then it's gonna be her turn. We're gonna go back and forth. Again, in your home, be mindful of the space around you. We don't want anyone falling down and hitting their head on any type of bookcase or chair or something, a fireplace. So be mindful of your space. How this works is this, very simply. Start an open guard to start. Feet on the hips, 2 sleeve grips. Now I want to go. Good. Now we're going to change it. Tripod sweep, I tend to go to my feet for high passing, fast passing, leg drags, quick passes, bullfighters, that type of thing. The sickle sweep, which is the second one we're about to do now, I tend to come up low in combat base to pass pressure, maybe stack pass or knee slice or something in that line. So for me, I kind of do different each way. It's personal preference, but this is my example of that. For the sickle sweep, when I go, I chop and I come up to combat base so that I could immediately drop into stack passing, or I could come into a low knee slice type pass. So it's gonna look like this. Excellent. And Jamie had made the point of combining the two. I fail my tripod, I hit the sickle. I go, I hook her leg, my partner steps out. I immediately switch my hook, come to this side, chop, combat base. I could drop in for the pass, no problem, okay? So that's some easier options off of that, no problem. What's next?
No, Chris.
Last, we are going to do kind of a newer drill. Actually, I had planned to do this for the kids before we kind of stopped. This was something I was really excited to show. So this is my opportunity. What it is I'm going to be doing a escape from mount. She's mounted on me. I bump the hips. I get my butterfly hooks. She is going to land on her feet. She's going to leg weave. She's going to pull the sleeve up. She's going to go to mount. It's going to go in a circle. It's going to look like this. And so
One side may be better than the other.
yeah, you may always find, I'm sure it's just like anything, there's not a whole lot of ambidextrous folks, both hands equally. So yeah, you may feel one side is better or worse than the other side. And that's, again, this is a great opportunity for you to be home. I was joking with her yesterday about really wanting to learn to play De La Riva on my bad side and inverting and berimboloing to my bad side. And you know, maybe having that little weapon when we get back on the mats and training in class and no one will know. So this is a time for you to expand and grow your jiu-jitsu, get some numbers in, get some drilling in, get a good sweat on. Again, if you guys have anything, you questions or anything we can help you with, we're always here to help. We're happy to share. So we wish you the best. Stay safe. Thank you very much. Us.